Welcome to day 5 of the 30-day holiday video challenge. Today we're looking at some fun Halloween cupcake decorating ideas. Hi there foodie friends, my name is Carly and welcome to my channel Adventures in Yum. Before we get into today's video, I have a passion for learning about creating and trying new foods, drinks, and especially desserts. If you want to join me on my yummy adventures, and especially for this holiday challenge, then please make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so that you'll know when I upload new videos every week. And now, let's get into today's video. All of the cupcakes we're decorating in this video are my black velvet cupcakes, so make sure to click on the link above or in the description to check out that recipe video. Our first cupcake decoration is Halloween color swirled buttercream with some marshmallow webs. To begin, we're laying down a piece of plastic wrap or plastic cling film on our counter. Our buttercream is already colored and in piping bags, so we're simply piping straight lines of our black buttercream, orange buttercream, purple buttercream, and green buttercream right next to each other. We then use the plastic to help wrap the buttercream and then roll the ends nice and tight so it kind of ends up looking like a buttercream sausage. Cut the end off one side and place the buttercream sausage into a piping bag fitted with a Wilton 1M piping tip. An alternative way to add multiple buttercream colors into a piping bag is to pipe the buttercream colors along the inside of the piping bag. However, this will have a less equal distribution of color when we finally go to pipe the buttercream. My favorite way to top a cupcake is with a simple rosette, which is essentially just a different way of saying spiral because it kind of looks like a flower. To do this, we start in the middle and apply some pressure to the bag as we swirl around the center of the cupcake. Once we get to the outer edge of the cupcake, stop applying pressure to the bag and pull away. To pipe a tall dollop, we simply start with a rosette, but instead of releasing pressure as you finish that first layer, you continue to apply pressure as you swirl each layer on top of each other until you get to a peak. Now to add our webs, we make sure that we thoroughly chill our cupcakes either in the fridge or freezer to ensure that our buttercream is completely chilled. We add a little bit of marshmallow to a microwave safe bowl and then heat them until melted, which should take only about 10 to 20 seconds depending on the amount that you put in the bowl. Then we use a few of our fingers to grab some of the marshmallow and spread it over the top of the buttercream. The reason that you want the buttercream to be nice and cold is because if it's not chilled, the warm marshmallow will start to cut through the buttercream like this. This is a simple technique that looks really cute. Our second cupcake decoration is an adorable Boo cookie topper. To make these, we start by heating yellow candy melts in the microwave in short increments until they are completely melted. You can pick a different color besides yellow, but I decided to pick it because it kind of looks like a full moon. These are looking a little thick, so we add a tiny bit of vegetable oil to the melts. Adding the vegetable oil will help thin our candy melts just enough so that it'll create a nice smooth coating rather than resulting in lumps or bumps. Once our candy melts are ready, we dip one cookie of a sandwich cookie into them. We use a fork to remove the cookie from the candy melts and gently shake off the excess and lightly scrape off the excess melts off the bottom. When it seems like we've removed pretty much all the excess melts that we can, gently place the cookie on a piece of parchment paper. Let that set until the candy melts are completely hardened. Next, we're heating white candy melt wafers in short increments in the microwave. Once they've completely melted, we add them to a piping bag and then carefully pipe the word Boo onto the top of the cookie. Immediately after piping the letters, add a generous amount of sugar sprinkles. Make sure to completely cover the letters. Here I'm using a combination of Halloween colored sugar sprinkles. We then leave the cookie there for a few minutes until the letters have a chance to completely harden. Once the letters are set, pick up the cookie and shake off the excess sugar sprinkles to reveal our cute little sugar sprinkle Boo message. Simply stick the cookie into the buttercream on top of a cupcake and we're done. Our third cupcake decoration is a spooky tree. To make this one, we simply melt black candy melts in the microwave and add them to a piping bag. We then pipe a little spooky tree shape onto parchment paper. You can either just do a 2D tree like this, or you can make a 3D tree. To make a 3D tree, all you do is pipe a spooky tree using the candy melts and then pipe 2 half pieces of tree that are close in size to the ones that we just piped. After that, let all the candy melts completely harden. Once they're set, carefully remove them from the parchment paper. For the 3D tree, we use a food brush to add a little bit of black candy melts down the middle of the full tree piece and line up one of our half pieces of the tree on top of that. I personally recommend holding it using tweezers because our hands can melt the candy melts pretty easily sometimes. Once they're just about set, stand the tree up and apply candy melts to the opposite side of the tree and then hold the other half of tree in place for a few seconds. Once we're done with our trees, we carefully place them in the buttercream on top of a cupcake and place a little candy pumpkin next to it to complete this creepy cute look. Before we see some more fun decorating ideas, if you're getting value out of this video, then please make sure to hit the like button, click subscribe, and ring that bell to be notified about my latest video. And our fourth and final cupcake decoration is a witch's hat made out of cookies and chocolate. For this decoration, you can certainly stick with the traditional and simplest way to make them: a cookie, small dollop of buttercream, and a Hershey's Kiss. However, I decided that I wanted to try and upgrade this look a little bit to make them look more like a witch's hat. To do this, I needed half an Oreo cookie sandwich with the cream removed, a mini Oreo cookie sandwich, a Hershey's dark chocolate kiss, and finally melted black candy melts. First, we add some candy melts to the top of a regular cookie and then place the mini cookie on top of that. We then add a little bit of candy melts to the top of the mini cookie and add the Hershey's Kiss. We then set this aside for now until the candy melts have a chance to completely harden. Next, we place the cookie and kiss stack into the black candy melts. These were actually a really nice consistency, so I didn't need to add any vegetable oil to the candy melts. Once completely covered, we use forks to carefully remove them from the melts and gently shake off excess and lightly scrape off the excess melts off the bottom. Once just about all the excess melts are removed, we place it on a piece of parchment paper and let the melts completely harden. Finally, we pipe a ring of purple buttercream around the base of the hat. An alternative option to this is to paint on some candy melts. We then place it on top of our cupcake, and I decided to add a cute Halloween sprinkle on the front of the hat like this jack-o'-lantern instead of the traditional yellow buckle. And there we have our cute witch's hat. You can also check out these decorating ideas on my website, adventuresinYum.net. The link is in the description below. Make sure to come back tomorrow for day 6, where we'll be visiting Halloween Town for a fun cocktail creation that can certainly be turned into a mocktail version. If you're interested in checking out some of the products I used in this video, then please make sure to check out the video description below for their Amazon links. Thank you so much for joining me today, foodie friends. I'll see you next time for another creepy, yummy adventure.